What I didn't realize, the $1 million advice that I didn't realize that I wish I knew, was that for the longest time, my fears about money weren't about money. Fears about money, the connection to inner security. As a result of this, money to me became synonymous with safety, and I clung to it out of fear and everything tying all of that together. I'm going to start by sharing that growing up, I had a complicated relationship with money due to the fact that my family had to sell our home when I was 18. And this experience left a really deep mark on me. It was super traumatic. I felt like one moment everything was going well, and the next moment the rug just slipped underneath me and was pulled out. I felt like I wasn't in control, like anything could be ripped away from me at any moment. And so this really started the foundation of me feeling like things are not going to work out in life. Things can shift into very negative, bad situations. As a result of this, money to me became synonymous with safety, and I clung to it out of fear. What I didn't realize, the $1 million advice that I didn't realize that I wish I knew, was that for the longest time, my fears about money weren't about money. They were about feeling safe. You see, ever since my family had to sell our home, I did not have inner stability. I felt very shaky and wobbly, and I attached my sense of security to money because I didn't know where else to find it. I believed that if I could just have enough, I'd never have to feel that fear again of losing everything, which was one of my biggest fears. But the thing is, no amount of money could quiet the inner panic or the subconscious belief that I had that the rug could just pulled out from me at any moment. And so here's what changed everything. When I realized that money doesn't solve your fears, the inner work does. And so I began doing all of this inner work to decouple money from security and get security within myself. I began to regulate my nervous system, do somatic work, inner child work, all of the inner work that's in my signature program. And it changed my life. Everything shifted because I started to release these scarcity programs that had been stored in my body for years. I started being able to let all of that go and feel secure in myself. And this was an absolute game changer. I realized that throughout this journey, life kept giving me opportunities to learn that security is within me, not outside of me. For example, I walked away from two people that I really loved, even when my heart was breaking, because I knew I deserved more, and that was in alignment and fulfillment. Also, I took a leap of faith by going to a new company, only to realize it wasn't really where I was meant to be. And then eventually I quit my 9-to-5 job entirely, where I made 7 figures. I sold everything, leaving behind security. And each of these decisions felt terrifying at the time, but they taught me the same lesson, that true security comes from within. It's not external things. And so when I began feeling secure with myself, money stopped being the source of my safety. This is really important. When I began feeling secure within myself, money stopped being the source of my safety and security. And when I say secure within myself, I don't mean, oh, I'm confident. I've always been confident. What I mean is not feeling like the rug is going to be pulling away, ripped underneath me, but being able to feel grounded and feel like secure, like I'm all good. Life's going to be all good. Instead of operating from a place of fear or lack, I started making decisions from a place of trust and abundance. And this changed everything because the law of the universe says like attracts like. So the more fear you have and the more that you make decisions out of fear, the more that you're going to get that back. And so when I started making decisions out of trust and abundance, like quitting my job, I made 7 figures. That's not a logical decision. Most people would be in fear with that. But once I did all of these hard things, making decisions based on my heart, what I truly want, opportunities started flowing to me. and my relationship with money completely transformed. And the biggest irony is that once I stopped chasing money as the solution to my fears, more of it came to me with ease. We think that we need to chase, we think that we need to control, but it only repels what you want, especially money. I'm so passionate about this work because for 10 years, I had fears about money. It was to the point where I was scared to spend $3 at Starbucks. I wish I had all of this wisdom sooner. It's not money that's going to make you feel secure. You are going to make yourself feel secure by doing the inner work. And this is now the work I do with my clients based on my own journey and transformation. Fear with money, even though you have a ton, to a place of ease and flow and trusting. And when you're in a place of ease and flow and trusting, more money comes to you. I guide my clients through the same transformative process that I've gone through: nervous system regulation, somatic, inner child, and building unshakable self-trust. This isn't just about money. It's about creating a life where you feel abundant in every sense. The more that you have fears with money, it's going to impact every area of your life because you're living in scarcity. And you're going to see more scarcity in other areas of your life. If this is resonating with you and you are ready to shift your relationship with money and step more into abundance, I invite you into my signature program. It's going to change your life. It's a comprehensive framework to release scarcity from your mind and body and step into a life that's abundant. Your fears with money are going to continue unless you do something different. It's not about money. You might be asking, how am I going to be supported or taken care of? When you unlock the feeling within yourself, you release your fears about money. It's not about money. You deserve a life where you are lit up, where you are confident, where you feel good, and you make decisions based on trust, abundance, and what your heart truly wants. Right now, you probably don't even allow yourself to dream big because you're like, that's not possible. How am I going to get money? But when you release your fears about money, your life becomes so much more expansive, because you allow yourself to dream and do what you truly want. And when you're doing what you truly want, abundance flows because you're in the energy of abundance. And so if you are ready for an actual framework that's going to help you achieve this, then my signature program is for you. This is an invitation to transform. Check it out at Shakeable You in the show notes. And thank you so much for tuning into today's episode. If this message spoke to you, share it with someone who needs to hear it. And remember, the life you dream of starts with the work you do within. The life you dream of starts with the work you do within. Until next time, keep expanding your limits. If this was powerful, please share, subscribe, and rate a review to allow me to expand to more audiences.